Hi, Taurus. All right, welcome back to Dream Tarot. Let's go ahead and do your quick 1-2, a quick reading for Taurus. I hope you guys have been doing very well. Let's see what comes out for my Tauruses. What do we need to bring awareness to for my Tauruses today? Anything specific, anything significant that we need to talk about for my Tauruses? Please allow it to come out in this read. Okay. Lovers. Eight of Cups. I kind of knew that was going to happen. I'm going to talk about it in a second. I just knew. Okay. Nine of Swords. Oh, Taurus. What? What's on the bottom of the deck? Ten of Cups. Literally what this whole reading's about. You know, it's just really crazy. Like, you're in your hippie vibes in the best way. You know, like in the 70s, hippie culture was like when there was so much war happening, and they're like, why can't the world just love each other? And it's such a beautiful message, and it's so serene, but it's just not realistic at the end of the day. And it just is what it is, you know? But it's not a vibe. Like, something is not a vibe anymore. Something is just not a vibe. And I feel like you come in with really good vibes, really good intentions. I feel like you try to lead into a situation with love. And unfortunately, you are like, you're almost like approaching a situation that has bad intentions, bad vibes, and you're trying to lead with love, hoping for a positive outcome, but it is what it is. Like, it's unchangeable. So in that instance, what do you do? You know what I'm saying? What do you do? What do you do when you're in that instance? Like, do I just continue to try to lead with love and positivity, or do I allow this to break me down over time and just stay? And I feel like that's something that you're at a crossroads with. Okay, especially with the Lovers being here, you try to lead into a situation with a lot of like positivity and love. All right, we have like the Garden of Eden here. Everybody knows the story of Adam and Eve. And I hate to throw my girl Eve under the bus, but she wanted to eat the apple, and she wanted to eat the apple. And was nobody going to tell her at any time anything different? All right? And it's just is what it is. It's like, whoever this person or this group of people are, they are who they are. There's no changing. It's not a changeable situation. I feel like you're left kind of like in your thoughts about a situation. Also, there's something about lack of sleep, like you're getting lack of sleep, or even when you try to be nice about a situation, you're left like the one sleepless, which is crazy because you should sleep well, you know, if you're leading with great intentions and love, but you're not. So there's some kind of energy here. There's also energy of like retaliation as well. So I don't know what that's about. Eight of Cups is like emotional disconnect, and it's also migration. So travel, or maybe moving. Maybe time for you to move out of a certain area, or move away from a certain way of doing things, or maybe an industry, if you like work in a certain industry, that you're not being met back with love. And it really sucks because you're really trying to just leave with love, and you're just met with some really nasty, mean people who are just stuck in their ways. It's kind of sad. I don't really know what to say about this. I don't really know what this is. Now, I could speculate, right? I could say that this is has to do with your home life. Like, this could have to do with your apartment, your townhome, your neighborhood, because we have this card that came out. So neighbors are not neighborly. Okay. So you could have tried to lead with love in a situation with your neighbors, but it's like same situation, different day. And no matter how nice you try to be about a situation, you're not met with the kindest of people. You could have been super nice about something, you know? And this is the thing about Tauruses. Tauruses are really not the people to mess with. Like, I don't know if anybody's ever met a Taurus or been in a fight with a Taurus or even been in like an argument with a Taurus. Tauruses can really cut you down a size, like verbally and physically. So even the fact that you are being so hippie and peaceful and with love, that is like a blessing for a lot of people, right? Because it's almost like a ticking time bomb. Like people don't know that they're being spared, but for some reason, even that you're not being met with kindness. And then your other card here is Explorer. So are you open to new possibilities? Are you open to seeing what else is out there? The thing with you, Taurus, you are super explorative. You're super open, very cultured, by the way, okay? But at the end of the day, you're still a earth sign, very grounded, okay? So once you find somewhere that has been very comforting to you and you've had great experiences, because most times when you have to uproot as an earth sign, it's because things got really, 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 really bad. And then once you root yourself somewhere, you literally want to stay for a while. You don't want to have to do the whole moving thing again. You don't want to have to go and find a whole job again. You remember how stressful that process is. It's daunting. It's a lot. And it's just too much. And it's not the best memories. And maybe sometimes you go back to that place where you think about the last time I moved was a negative space for me. I don't want to be in that space again. But I feel like this is a time for you to move on your own terms. Like something is saying this is a time where you can move on your own terms, not be pushed out. You're almost being energetically pushed out. Like there's a lot of signs or instances showing you these are not your people. These are not your friends. This is not the community for you. Okay. Like this is not it, but you are so rooted and you're willing to just like sort out the issues and just be so accommodable. But I feel like if you stay too long, will it be to your own detriment? That's what I'm thinking here, okay? So let's talk about these neighbors that are not so neighborly. Let's talk about that. What is that whole situation? Did something recently go down with a neighbor, or will something soon go down with a neighbor where you're going to be so nice? I feel like you're going to be so polite, so demure, but you're still going to be like retaliated against. And I also think that's why you're not getting sleep. Like, is that like an upstairs neighbor? Like, you're so polite. You're like, hey, you guys were a little loud and I don't mind. I understand. But, you know, I work from home and da da da. And then the whole night they're like stomping, like retaliating against you. I don't know. All right, let's see. What is this? Tell me about the neighbors that aren't so neighborly. Oop. Okay, so literally, so nice, like libation. You're so nice. You're even willing to give something. So you're like giving something in the midst of expressing yourself about a complaint. So you're having to make a complaint, but you're also trying to smooth it over. So you're overcompensating. You're like, it's almost like if I'm complaining to someone because they did something to me, but I'm like, here's a gift card, by the way. So you're doing something nice, and then there's fate, right? Like something was fated to happen. Maybe you were needing to go and do this anyway and see how you're going to be treated or retaliated against. This doesn't even have to be like your neighbors. This could even be like the leasing office. Leasing offices can be hella shady. Like you just make a complaint about something that you are paying your rent for and you're like, this is included in my rent. Why hasn't this been done? And then you can get a retaliation. So something is like fated to happen so that you, in hopes, your spirit team, your angels, the universe, God is like, I hope this turns Taurus off so bad that they withdraw, that they leave, they explore, they go see their next big thing, right? And know that they can overcome this situation for something so much better, perseverance, because this is like a very fake or very masked or very like Slytherin snaked out situation. But you're almost like so accommodable. I don't know what's going on with you these days. You're really in a good mood, okay? Which is not a bad thing. All right, let's see. What's the lovers here? Tell me about you, Taurus. What's going on with you? feel like you're choosing peace and you're choosing happiness and love versus fighting. Yeah, Six of Cups as well. Also, too, there's something that you really love about where you are stationed at. So if this is like a job or where you live, like the state or the city that you live in, or if it's like your apartment or your home, your neighborhood, something is just very nostalgic about it. Something makes you feel like home, very comfortable. You also could live away from family, so something makes you feel very like homey about this situation. Also, too, you are in a state of like cleansing, so you're literally like abstaining from things. I don't know what you're abstaining from. This could be like abstaining from sex. Like maybe you made a pact with yourself and you're like, the rest of the year I'm not having sex, like I'm not dating, I'm not having sex. Or like maybe you quit smoking, you quit vaping, maybe you quit drinking, maybe you quit social media. I don't know, like you're in a very positive space. You made a pact with yourself to stay positive, and it's a very nurturing energy of like really being one with your emotions. What's the Ace of Cups? You're really trying to be your best self, which I love, but you also should not tolerate disrespect at the same time. You understand what I'm saying? Let's see. Yeah, okay. Eight of Cups is the Empress. Like you're too good for a certain situation, honestly. You're too good for something. And I almost want to say something is like an abusive husband. Like it's the that's like an analogy, by the way. It's like not figurative. And hopefully it's not literal, because that would be crazy. But think about it, like say you're in like an abusive marriage, and husband or wife, it doesn't matter. And then like you're like, okay, this is going really bad. I've been in some really dark times, shadow of the self, but I'm choosing to, maybe I've been coping with it the wrong way. Maybe I've been drinking a lot. Maybe I've been vaping, going out, doing this. I'm going to abstain for that so I can cleanse myself and be in a most level headed, clear mindset, right? But at the end of the day, you can do that and be your true empress self, or for my masculines, your true emperor. But the husband, the wife is still abusive. They still throwing a dish at your head every night. And sorry if that's really like a real thing going on. I don't mean to trigger nobody, but I really feel like, because there's an analogy. I'm trying to think of the analogy. There's a certain type of like okay, someone said this, and I seen it on social media. That's why I'm bringing it up. I can't pinpoint exactly what celebrity said this, but someone said this, and maybe one of you will know. But there's like a celebrity that said like fame is like an abusive husband or wife, right? Because it's like you get stalked, you get. I didn't read the whole post. You get stalked, you get this, you get criticized, you get da da da. So whatever you're doing is like you're cleansing yourself, which is beautiful, and you're this beautiful person, and you're like vibing so high, you're so positive, but your environment is literally dirty. So it's like something is just not fit for a king or a queen that you are, empress. Like you're the empress in the Eight of Cups. Something's just like not for it. Like spirit's looking at you and they're like, we got to get you out of here, queen or king. We got to get you out of here. Like this is not fit for a king or a queen. Like the worker bees are working. They're like, our queen needs a beautiful nest. Our king needs a beautiful nest. Like there's no way you can produce or be your best self here. This is not good for you. And Nine of Swords, Some of you guys, there's no confusion here, by the way. You know better, but there's this energy of anxiety. Wheel of Fortune. When will things get better? Sometimes things get better when you separate yourself entirely. I feel like moving is going to be a good thing for you. Now, I wonder what's stopping you from that. Maybe funds. Maybe you're like, I do not have the funds allocated to move right now. No, ma'am, no, sir. I'm stuck in a lease. Like, how am I supposed to move? Like, how is that going to happen for me? I don't have a job backed up. How am I going to do that? I don't know. You may need to just like, first make the decision in your mind. That's the advice that I would literally give to you if you were like my friend. I would say make the decision in your mind and be very purposeful about it. The same way that you were very purposeful about being the lovers and the Six of Cups, being this clean spirit, body, and soul. And when you stop saying, I'm gonna stop cursing the mofo out, and I'm gonna stop being mean to people. You know, I'm gonna be so nice to my neighbors. I'm gonna be so nice to this person. I'm gonna lead with love. Whenever you made that intention and it really became your truth, make your intention of that you want different, that you're ready to explore and you are open to the opportunity. And then see how destiny can play in your favor. I think that's the first step. Like, don't be so anxious and caught up and worrisome about maybe the funds or the circumstance. Just make the intent and the decision within. If given the circumstance that I'm able to actually leave this all behind, I will do it. And I'm staying faithful to that. And I feel like then look how things play out, and then take action when you do have that opportunity. Cuz it will happen. You're in a very you're in a space where you're totally carried. You know, you've already set some intention and really positive energy is transpiring within you. You've been changing a lot. So I don't feel like this is far fetched to the next step of you making this big move or big shift towards something that is much more worthy for your cleanest, most highest energy. I just don't feel like it's impossible for you. I feel like you just got to follow the same steps when you decided to be this person who leads with love, okay? Same thing. All right? And I feel like you're going to be just fine. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Make sure you guys like the video. Comment down below. Leave me a comment. Subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next one. All right, bye, Taurus.